Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome back. Final match for this evening. It's going to be Stifmeister versus Divizon. A best of one this time around on Cobble. Do quickly want to apologize for the delay. I'm not entirely sure what it's caused or why we're delayed. As you can see, we got all the players on the server right now. We are just waiting for them to ready up. Soon as they ready up, we'll get this show on the road. Very quickly, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it a lot. And if you haven't already, please consider hitting that follow button. No, it's a bit too early to ask you to do that, because a lot of you guys haven't really heard me yet. I was about to say seen me. That doesn't make much sense. Either way, as mentioned, we should get this show on the road in just a few minutes, so stay tuned. Stifmeister versus Divizon here on Cobblestone. Divizon, obviously, the crowd favorites, the bookmakers' favorites. There is a bit of a meme going around about UKCS, but we used to have a meme about NACS as well, and we just saw C9 winning the major last night against FaZe Clan. Not to compare any of these two teams with the teams we saw yesterday, but you never know. Maybe UKCS are finally stepping up, and maybe we're gonna see Stifmeister take the victory over Divizon. For me, myself, and I do believe that Divizon will take the victory in this one. Finally, we are ready to go live with the knife round. Stifmeister versus Divizon yet again. I've had a blast tonight. Thanks to those of you who've stuck around throughout the... well, throughout all three of the games. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you've had fun. I certainly have. Stifmeister taking the knife round and getting to decide whether they want to stay on CT or switch to the T side. Seems like for now they decide to stick to the CT side. And yes, indeed, my Twitter is official_GieTe. I am the one and only. Unfortunately, someone who hasn't been active on Twitter for like 10 years got the GieTe tag, so I can't use that. It's a bit unfortunate. Tried reaching out to Twitter, but they don't care. Bit of a slow start here for Divizon, taking control of middle and danger. Other than that, bit of a slow approach towards the A-bomb side. They haven't really committed to anything just yet. Still have time to do whatever they want, but now the smokes rain in towards A. They are going to go for the aggression towards the site. There's one player on the back of site trying to hold off the aggression, but Cray and Link quickly goes down to Light. Light with a nice little double. Light getting boosted above. He gets the... what? Now looking for the A's. 10 HP. We'll get it. Light with an ace in the first round. It's not something we see that often, but it looks brilliant when we do. Definitely gives him some confidence going forward in this one. As mentioned, I believe Divizon are going to take the victory fairly clean here on Couple. Stifmeister, a fairly new team. That being said, they have won against Diffuse Kids and Asterion in the main division of ESEA, which granted them the victory and secured them a spot here in Mountain Dew League. They won on Terrain and Inferno against Diffuse Kids. And they won on Inferno and Mirage against Asterion. But now they are playing on Cobblestone, and that might be their demise. Gonna see how that goes. Chris K, a light opening up nicely towards that B-bomb site. Cray with a nice headshot on the Deagle. Alex R goes down. Light's not done yet. Long distance tap work with the Mac 10. Chris K with a triple, Light with a double. Quick pause already. Seems like Link from Stifmeisters are having some issues, so he's just trying to reconnect. Good initial approach here. Good an initial approach. What? English is eluding me. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I can't speak English. Good initial approach from Divizon is what I'm trying to say. Securing a quick 2-0 and securing fairly easy rounds as well. The initial one was Light getting an ace. He got a double in the previous, and Chris K with a triple. Surviving with a good amount of players available. And indeed, as mentioned in the chat by Etan, Stifmeister typically veto out Cobblestone. But they've decided to leave it in today, and that might be because they've been working on it in Prague and everything was looking fine. And now in an official match, they want to test it out if they can actually make it work in officials as well. Might be a lot of reasons for that. Oh my god, Alexa! That's a nice spray down. Gets triple headshot. Skrunk finds one on Cray. Astro goes down to Skrunk as well. 3-0 for Divizon. Quick control. That's a good point by PT. Germans have, in the past year or so, really been working on their Cobblestone. And we've seen a lot of German teams play on Cobblestone. I've been casting a lot of matches for the lovely guys over at 99 Damage, who owns the German league. I've been covering a lot of German matches, and I've seen Cobblestone more than I care to admit. Astro in a bit of trouble, but still managed to connect the shots on Skrunk. Takes a good amount of damage. Goes down to roughly 20 in the process, but still very much alive with that M4. 4-on-5 situation already. Just about a minute left on the clock. Bison haven't quite decided they want to go for the fast aggression just yet. But now they decide to do exactly that. Flash in towards the site. Dancy gets taken down nice and easy. Astro as well. Frey, trying his very best, but only managed to secure one before he gets traded out. Again, good entries on that B-bomb site from LXR and Patrick this time around. Link and Cray moving in closer towards the site. Both on the M4, going for the boost, and that's a bit interesting. Ooh, the timing here from Patrick. That's a bit unfortunate. He was actually in a good position to potentially watch them jump. But then as he moved behind the cover of the statue, they decided to go for the jump and should have gotten a bit more out of that than they actually did. Either way, Divizon, quick 4-0. Stifmeister with a slow early start. Let's put it like that. Divizon definitely came to play, that's for sure. And I want to touch a bit on the whole couple pick once again. So it might be a... Stifmeister might be trying to sort of show their dominance here. They might be so comfortable against Divizon that they just want to pick one of their favorite maps and show that they can actually play some CS. Right now, it looks like that was a bit of a mistake, but obviously we're just getting started. There's plenty of rounds to be played. At the very least, another 12 rounds. Frey does manage to find one on Scrunk with that touchdown nade, the Kobe. Alexa managed to secure the kill on Astro in towards drop. Bomb has been ticked for quite some time. And now they are indeed gonna fall back. See if they can hold on to their weapons and not get exited. Leaving the site. Taking a good amount of damage here, and Dancy does manage to find one. Didn't manage to pick up the AK-47. So no economical advantage on his part. And then again, I mean, you can argue that killing the player, denying him, you know, to hold on to that AK-47, that in itself is an advantage. But he didn't manage to pick it up, so he has to invest some money into this round either way. Frey opening up over towards A. Link chiming in as well. He gets the double, actually. Nice spray down. Scrunk finds the trade, but Frey in a good position will take him down. Light is now going to be left alone with that AWP, trying to find his approach towards that A bomb side. The bomb is dropped over by the stables. Actually on the wrong side of stables, so Light can't pick it up. Dancy in a good position here, patiently waiting for Light to show himself, to reveal himself. Light does manage to find the frag on Fry. Good flash, moving in closer towards the side, switching over to the AK-47. Astro in a good position. Should be able to take him down nice and easy, indeed he does. A bit shaky on the trigger there, but he managed to get the job done, and that's what it's all about. Stifmeister finally picking up their first round on the board. And right now, I want to give a bit of a slap on the wrist to one of my loyal viewers. Don't worry, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't a loyal viewer who's been supporting me for a long time and he likes a little bit of banter. But yeah, the reason why Stifmeister players are all called Stifler after their name is a reference to American Pie, obviously. Most of you guys should probably know that. And hence, they have their clan tag after their name, so it's Astro, Stifler. Fry Stifler, Dancy Stifler, and so on. But their actual game tag is just Astro, Fry, Dancy, Link, and Crick. Now you know. And to maybe the younger people in the audience, if you haven't watched American Pie, get your parents' approval and then go watch it. It's a bit obscene, and there's a lot of weird scenes in it. But it's quite fun. It's quite amusing. Nice hold here. Fry doing his absolute greatest, but wasn't quite enough. Only managed to find one. Does manage to deal a good amount of damage on Alexar. Astro peeking out from connector takes him down. Cray and Link find the final two. 3 players staying alive here for Stifmeister. Second round on the board. 5-2, Divizon still in the lead, but their economy is not that great anymore. They could potentially go for a force buy here, and that seems to be exactly what they want to do. At least Alexar already forcing into this one. And indeed, they are going to go for the force buy. Skrunk, a bit late, but managed to find the right buttons for the AK-47, Smoke, and Kevlar. Light with the AWP. Chris K, good opening frag in towards that B-bomb site. Fry in a good position, he gets a double headshot as well. Chris K and Skrunk both goes down. Light trying for the approach with the AWP, does get the tag on Astro. Can't quite find the extra damage to take him down. Patrick finds 2 of his own, and that's a triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. 6-2 for Divizon. Stifmeister economically reset. Means that they're probably... They don't have to go for a force buy here. They got one player who can't afford to buy in the next round. If they just go for an eco, that's Astro. He's sitting on 1400. So he can't get a full buy in the upcoming round, even with this eco. He can, however, buy an SMG with a bit of utility. Obviously, taking a look at the equipment here, Divizon should be the favorites for this round. As I mentioned a bit earlier, the favorites for the entire game as well. Should be able to take this one in fairly strong fashion. At least that's what I believe. But I want to hear what you guys think about that. Do you believe in UK CS? Or is it going to be German CS? Use a hashtag in the chat. Hashtag UKCS. Hashtag DECS for Deutschland. Let me know who you think will take the victory. Astro with a beautiful double, but Light and Patrick answers back. Light finds the frag on Fry as well with the AWP. Turns around 180. Dancy falls 7-2 for Divizon. Looks like Divizon are not only my favorites and the bookmakers' favorites, it's also the fan favorite for this one. Granted, they are ahead 7-2, and it might be a bit too late for me to ask for you guys to give an honest opinion on who you think and who you are hoping to win this one. Most of you are rooting for the German squad, Divizon. For good reason, I would say. Skrunk. Double on Cray and Astro. Fry finds one, but again he gets traded instantly. Patrick with a double of his own and is now going to be all on Link. Does manage to find one, but Patrick with the wallbang through stable shuts him down. Nice and easy. Yet another round on the board for Divizon, making it 8-2. Off to a flying start. Stifmeister. Maybe they need a bit of that good old American Pie luck. Was it Spen's mom that Stifler had a crush on? Or was it Stifler's mom that one of the other guys had a crush on? I forget. It's been a couple of years. Enough about American Pie. Let's get back into the game. Obviously, a low buy here for Stifmeister should be an easy round for Divizon, and it looks to be as well. Link is the last man standing with a P250 in hand. Link is trying to potentially get an exit frag here. They are moving towards his position. Could potentially find something, but that's not going to happen. LXR shuts him down nice and easy. 9th for Divizon, and finally Stifmeister will have enough money to buy up once again. This time around they will get a good amount of utility as well. The AWP on Dancy. That's very interesting. 3 players rushing a smoke, or sorry, rushing a molly, obviously. Wouldn't be that big of a deal if they rushed the smoke, let's be honest. And all 3 players going down to 20 HP, one of them actually dying. Kind of a strange decision. Again, for any newcomers to the stream, this is a best of 1. Which means that they're only going to be playing here on Cobblestone. The winner on Cobblestone will be the winner of this matchup. But look at this, what is going on? Skrunk actually decides to go for this one. And he's going to make his way all the way back towards the A bomb site with the bomb and get the plant for free. I guess Stifmeister thought they had bomb control. Oh no. Oh. I was about to say, that's a spot where Skrunk... I've seen him plenty of times just mow people down there. Just holding mouse 1 and keeping control of his spray. This time around, not so lucky, only managed to find 1. Gets traded, and Stifmeister do manage to get the defuse and another round on the ball. Finch, that was his name. That was his name. Finch was all up in Stifler's mom in American Pie. Doesn't seem like Divizon have any player called Finch. Even so, they're still wrecking some good old Stifmeister butt. Light. Shooting heads as well. (9-3) on the board, and once again a good approach, a good start to the round here for Divizon. Going for that quick peek, getting an early advantage into the round. Now they're just trying to hold on to that advantage and potentially set up for another B execute. Skrunk getting 2 kills over towards that B-bomb side. Astro and Frey goes down. Patrick trying for the wild spray down long distance. Link and Cray as well. That's a nice shot by Light. Light with the AWP, an absolute beast. Seen it time and time again. But he goes down to Link as well. Link with a triple. Cray with 1 fry as well. Stifmeister picking up the 4th. Now I'm wondering what the economy is looking like. Okay, never mind. Still plenty of money on Divizon. Plenty of money. Buying up is not going to be an issue, that's for sure. But let's take a quick look at the scoreboard while we're here anyways. Alex R sitting at the very top for Divizon on 15, 13 for Light, 11 for Skrunk, 10 for Patrick, and just 4 for Chris K. Chris K predicted as most valuable player ahead of this match by HLTV. But at least his stats show that he's supposed to be the best player in this matchup. I mean, he doesn't really have to show up. It seems like the rest of his team are doing just fine. Could you imagine if he was showing up as well in this matchup? I think that would have been... Divizon would have probably been able to shut down a lot more rounds, even though they're ahead by 5. Skrunk. And an opening frag in favor of Divizon. Last time didn't look so amazing, even though they got the opening frag over towards that B-bomb site. Link and Cray in a 2-on-4 managed to secure the clutch. This time they are in a 1-man deficit for now. Light finds 1, Link with a wild spray down, connects on 2. Patrick and Alex both falls. Link fairly low on HP, still very much alive, however. Bomb get planted. Bit open, and no one was actually covering that angle. That could have been dangerous. Managed to get the down, and it's 3-on-3 situation. Pretty much equal grounds here. Equal amount of HP on the two teams. He's close enough. Light falls onto the balcony. Skrunk finds the frag on Astro. From Matrix, on the side itself, it's going to be Chris K. He gets the double. Dancy and Link falls. 10th round on the board for Divizon. Off to a flying start. Trying to make it even better as we're heading into the final round of the first half. And for this one, Stifmeister, their economy is broken. Upgraded pistols on 3 of the players, 2 CZ75s, a P250 on Fry, UMP on Dancy, and Scout on Link. Once again, early frag for Divizon this time around. It makes a bit more sense considering that Stifmeister, their equipment is not the greatest for this one. Good approach here by Patrick and Alex R, taking a target each. Not losing a player in this one, Divizon. They're determined to take an easy approach to it. Bomb will get planted on the B-bomb side, and now Frey and Cray trying to make anything happen. Fry does manage to find 1, so it's not going to be a clean round here for Divizon. Doesn't matter too much. He's going to go down surely soon enough. Actually finds yet another on Chris K. Gets the 3rd. Now it's getting interesting, but up close and personal, it's going to be Alex R. And Fry did not notice, did not hear him. 11-4. Brilliant first half on the T side for Divizon. Now we are just waiting for the players to ready up so we can get the second half underway. Before we get started with the second half, very quickly I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is GieTe. I'm a ESL partnered caster. I'm casting Mountain Dew League, and I will be casting... I will be the official B stream for the IEM Katowice closed qualifier for the European region on the 3rd and 4th of February. I would definitely recommend tuning into some of the matches for that one. Those matches are going to be covered on this channel as well. If you haven't already, please consider hitting that follow button. It would help out more than you might imagine. And it makes it a bit easier for you guys to actually navigate, to actually figure out where I'm at, or when I'm live, stuff like that. For the close qualifier right now, we have Gambit, Fnatic, North, Mouse, Big, Hellraisers, Navi, and Envious. I think it's safe to say that we got a lot of really good teams in that one, and I'm definitely looking forward to cover those matches. Link opening up nicely over towards that A-bomb side, finally ready for the second half. Link comes swinging out the gates. Beautiful double kill as well. Denji chiming in, he finds the kill on Chris K. Already a 2-on-4 situation. Good approach here from Stifmeister towards that A-bomb side. Especially Link getting that double opening frag, that helps out massively. Now Divizon, they need to be careful. There's one player on the flank. That's going to be Astro. Astro does manage to find one on light. Patrick trying his absolute greatest. Does manage to find one on Cray, but a quick trade coming in. Link with the triple for that one. Stifmeister back on the scoreboard. There's still a long way to go, but this is definitely the right approach, the right start to get back into the match. Potentially deal some damage, essentially make it a bit more interesting for us to watch. For this one, as you can see, Divizon, they decide not to go for a full force buy, and I like that approach. It's sort of the new meta. Getting caught in my tracks here by Light hitting a nasty shot, surviving on 1 HP. Not something we see that often. But as I mentioned, it's sort of a new meta, the new approach to these second rounds, where if you feel comfortable enough, you're gonna force buy, you're gonna try and make it count, you're gonna try and potentially win the round, obviously, that's what you're going for. If you don't feel super comfortable on your upgraded pistols, it's better to save a bit of money, hold on to just a bit of your economy for the upcoming buy round. That way you give yourself a better opportunity of more equipment in the upcoming gun round. Give you more utility to work with. Utility is so incredibly important. We saw it in the grand final of the major yesterday, how important utility can be. If you guys didn't catch that one, I would definitely recommend go and watch the VOD of Inferno. See how well Cloud9 actually played around with their utility. This is looking really good for Divizon, and on the flank it's Scrunk. Getting the double nice and easy, dropping the AK-47 for light as well. Divizon, even though it was actually an eco not a force buy. They still managed to secure it. That's quite remarkable. (12-5). Divizon. Strong early start as mentioned, and Stifmeister now on the back foot. Back against the wall. Trying to bring this one back. It is going to be a tough task, especially seeing as they're a fairly new team. This is their first season in Mountain Dew League. And they are from the UK. Let's just get the memes out of the way as well. Been told that I'm not allowed to use NACS anymore. Even though I can probably still find a bunch of funny moments from NACS. We'll leave it at that. GieTe gets the double. Link answers back with a CZ75. Skrunk rushing in to help out and does manage to find the kill on Link, but a quick trade coming in from Dancy. Dancy is now going to be left alone. Alexar shuts him down. Alexar with a double for GieTe as well. And Skrunk with one of his own, 13-5. Divizon, they just need 3 more to close this one out. And a steady aim, bro, mentions in the chat. You're right. One of my mates told me that the NACS joke was over. I told him, well, let's be frank, there are 5.1 million players from the North American region. 5 of them managed to do something great. I think it's fair to say that we're still allowed to joke around with the NACS scene. GieTe. Beautiful triple. Alexar finds one of his own, and Link is gonna be on his lonesome 14-5. Divizon shutting down pretty much everywhere on the map. Stifmeister, if they want to win this one in regulation, I mean, they want to, that's for sure. It's not gonna happen, but they definitely want to. They need 11 rounds in a row, and that's one of the reasons why I say it's definitely not gonna happen. Very important round for Stifmeister if they want to get back into this one, and they want to. They have to. Could be over very soon if they don't. As you can see on the minimap, Divizon are looking for an approach over towards that A-bomb site. Fry also making his way in towards middle now. All 5 players over towards A with the bomb as well. Smoke up towards the connector area. GieTe in a good position, does manage to find one. Did I say Divizon are trying for an A approach? Obviously I meant Stifmeister. Divizon trying to answer back. Light is now going to be left alone. AK-47 in hand. This time around, it wasn't him playing with the AWP. Light up close towards the site. Spot Fry in a good position. takes him down, and Stifmeister, as I mentioned, an important round. They needed that round desperately, and they did manage to pick it up. Good engage towards that A-bomb site. It's kind of a fun approach. I've been toying around with this strat a few times. It's where you push middle, and you get all the way up here to this point before you actually throw any smokes down. And that means that when you're already up here, if anyone pushes through that smoke, you're gonna easily be able to cut them off with a nice crossfire from these angles. Yeah, my drawing skills aren't that amazing, I'll admit. I believe it was actually Virtus Pro who made that approach to the A-bomb site on Cobblestone known, or the first team to actually make it work in an official match. Very interesting approach. Going for a bit of mid control and matrix control, moving up close towards the site before you throw those smokes down. It also means that the B players are not going to hear the smoke until you're pretty much on site. So you can get towards the site and get that plant before anyone has rotated fully towards that A-bomb site. Elixir, beautiful triple. That's how it's done. That's how you close it down. Stifmeister, they need 10 rounds in a row to... That's a lie. They need 9 rounds in a row to take it into overtime. 1 + 1 is 4. That's not right. Man does math. 15-6. Divizon, they need 1 more to close this one out, and this time around Stifmeister, it's pretty much their last chance. They're on C set 75s, a bit of utility, and they want to go for something quick towards B. But look at this. 4 players already on that B bomb site. Alex, the only defender, over towards A, and he's going to quickly rotate towards B as well. Just like that, it's going to be all over. Fry's left alone, and easy peasy lemon squeezy. Chris K with a triple. Divizon with a quick victory over UKCS, also known as Stifmeister, in this best of 1 on Cobblestone.